This is Yoga with Yassi, where I teach you people-centered yoga. Welcome to the Oasis. Know that this space is here for you anytime you need a friend. Grab some props, sit comfortably, and get ready for our sacred practice today. We're going to begin practice with our knees bent, feet planted on the ground, and we're going to go into a forward fold very, very gently. So we're going to have our hands on our shins, neck and spine long, looking forward, and we're going to hinge forward at the hip, breathing in to make space and breathing out to let go and inch closer to the ground. Using the breath to make space in the body and inch forward, slowly going towards the toes, and eventually once you come into a full forward fold and your body is pressing against your legs, you can then incorporate the neck and release all the tension in your neck and cervical spine. Again, cradling your body with your legs. Maybe do a little movement just to feel a little stretch deeper within the lumbar spine. And when you're ready, you can release and have your legs fully on the ground for a traditional forward fold. And we're going to continue working into the spine and getting as close to the ground as we can right now. Depending on your body, your hands can touch the toes, touch the shins, or just touch the knees. Any back injuries or spine injuries, please be aware that you should not go into a full forward fold, and it definitely won't feel good for you anyway. So no pressure to go as deep as you can, just go where you're comfortable. If you're looking for a deeper stretch, once you have your hands on your feet, you can start bending into your elbows to try and get your thoracic spine closer down to your knees and the ground. Again, if this is within your practice and it feels comfortable. If not, we're going to release and start our next stretch. Bend your right leg. Put your right foot over your left leg. And then reach your right arm back and your left arm over that right knee. Inhale, expand the torso up and out. Exhale, release the torso down and feel the tension release. One more breath here before we release the bind. So you can take your left elbow off your right knee on an exhale. Take that right foot back and then bend your left knee. Take that over your right. Left hand behind you. Right hand onto the left thigh. Inhale and expand up and out. Exhale and release your tension back, inward and down. Making sure your spine is long, either looking forward or looking backwards, wherever your neck feels most comfortable. One last inhale. Breathe in deep, deep, deep. Exhale and release. You can bring the foot back to its regular position. Maybe wiggle the legs, the arms. Before we scoot the butt towards the heels and lay back down, we are going to start with breathing first. Then tuck the knees into the chest. Continue your breath. And plant the feet back down. Lift the arms up into goalpost arms. You're going to shift your weight from the hips to the right and let your knees fall to the left. Breathe deep into your side body. Breathe deep into the ribs, into your torso, and release. Feel the deep stretch. Feel your spine expanding with your inhales. And enjoy this relaxing moment. On an exhale, plant the feet, shift the weight back to the middle, and then shift your hips to the left and let your legs fall down to the right side. Again, making sure you feel comfortable and shimmying until you feel everything aligned. Take one last deep breath before we exhale. Plant the feet, shift your body back to the midline, and extend your legs. You're going to take the right knee into the chest, hold here, or grasp your hands behind your leg and get some movement into your ankles if that feels good for you, depending on how you feel. Continuing to breathe before we go on to the other leg. Bring that knee into the chest and find some movement in the ankle if that feels right for you. Release that leg back down before you enter bridge pose. So plant both feet hip width distance apart. Palms next to your hips planted and firm, fingers spread wide. Shoulders underneath your back to support your neck. And then hip thrust upwards. Really ensuring that your neck is protected, again by your shoulders. Exhale, you can release back down. And we're just going to shift the weight all the way to the right side. Using your hands to press up, sit up, and then come into a tabletop pose before entering child's pose and breathing deep into your belly. In child's pose, you can either have your knees together or knees spread apart. Inhaling and feeling your breath expand the stomach, really engaging your back body, your lumbar spine, and your thoracic spine. You can claw the fingertips towards the front of the mat, unless you want to get into the side body. You can take your right hand to the right side of the mat, have your head go with your right hand, and then put the left hand on top. And then breathe and expand into the left side body. So hands to the right, stretching the left side, and breathing. Come back to center before tracing the left hand to the left side of the mat, head to follow, and right hand on top of the left, expanding and breathing into your right side body now. Deep breaths, really engaging the lats, feeling your ribs expand out, and then exhale back to the midline. We're going to exit the pose, come to tabletop, using your right hand to trace the left arm up into the sky and thread your right arm under the left arm. Having your body weight on your shoulder to release any tension in the neck and shoulder. Using your left arm as support, using your knees and your lower body as an anchor. And really stretching out your traps, elongating the spine and neck, breathing deep and stretching your entire torso. Slide the left hand down, bend into the left elbow, and push out to release. And then trace your left hand up into the sky and thread your left hand underneath the right. Getting into the left side, the left trap, the lat, left side body, and your entire spine. Depending on what's most comfortable for you, your right arm will be extended out. The right elbow can be planted down for more support. And breathe deeply in this pose. Exhale, slide the right hand down, push into the right palm, and exit the pose. Walk your hands forward before lowering the hips down, laying prone, hands planted next to the chest. Lift the head and chest up for baby cobra. Lift the back legs if you'd like to do Superman pose. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, lift. Chin, chest up, legs up. Exhale, back down. Getting into the lower body again, we are going to lift the feet off the ground and just sway your body weight back and forth, left and right. Shifting the hips with your weight back and forth, left and right. Then we're going to release the left foot down, right foot still in the air, and reach back with your right hand. You can pull the foot forward if you want to stretch your quad, or push into your hand, meaning use your foot to push back. And that will stretch your upper body. It'll bring the shoulder back. Depending on if you want to stretch your lower or upper body, this does both. Switch sides, so let the right leg fall. Bend your left knee, left foot up. Reach back with your left hand and do the same thing on this side. Pushing your foot into your hand to stretch your top body, or using your hand to pull your foot forward to stretch your lower front body. You can do both to do a full body stretch. Take one last breath before releasing the bind. This was our last pose today. So take one last inhale. Exhale, push off your palms and come to a comfortable seat. Thank you for joining me today. Inhale the hands overhead. Exhale, palms to heart center. Come back to the Oasis anytime you need. Like, subscribe, and namaste. Thank you again.